Russia, our caravan's not there anymore. It is scorchy out.
From Manchester.
When there's no rain due for 3 or 4 hours, once it's rained after. First night's in the van. Sorry, walking Russia on the campsite this morning as it's quiet. Yeah, all okay. I need to raise the front up by literally a couple of mil, slightly, which I'm hoping to do. But we've got showers on and off today, so I don't want to get too wet. And then I need to clear some of the wood. And I'm also at the end of the month as well, so we've got some office work to do. And I need to get some food shopping done as well. Plus, I need to do a great big thank you to somebody sent over a coffee. Michael Lutas again. Thank you, Michael, ever so much for sending that over. Much appreciate. What day is it today? I'm losing track of it. It's Halloween as I'm recording this. So a belated Halloween to you if you're seeing this a few days later. Right, let's get Russia's walk over and done with, and then get today started. Happy Halloween!
Hello, happy Halloween!
Russia, our caravan's not there anymore. Right, I know it's confusing, Russia. We've moved. Come on. We're in a different place. It's not there, is it? It's not there anymore, Russia. Oh, Russia, where's our caravan gone? Come on, it's up here. Come on. A very confused dog. It's not there anymore, Russia. Look. She's very confused. Where our old caravan was. Right, there you go. Right. Look at that. I have got a throw on the bed. Look at that. See, I've got the throw on the bed because she's got all muddy paws and everything. You don't like the rain, do you, Russia? Hey? You're very confused. Very, very, very confused. I'll get you a treat. Let me just get myself... A few things we're going to do now is over winter, so at the end of the month, we have still got a few people on. So I'm going to empty the dog bin, but then the dog bin is going to go onto the campsite away from this area for the winter. Obviously, you've got a lot of local dog walkers coming down here and using the bin. And obviously it needs emptying, and it's really for the campsite. And then we're going to be closing off the gate, securing the gate, so nobody from outside can walk into the site. And then anybody that wants to do the dog walk will basically need to go through the barriers. So it's the last dog bin empty of the year. It's the best job ever when you're a campsite warden, is emptying the dog bins. It's very mild, right? So I'm got these bits of wood left over here, and these are out of my old shed. So I've got some people just over there. They were new seasonal people, so I'm going to take them over for them, and then they'll have a bit of a base in the shed just to keep everything off the ground. I've got all my blink cameras are all working. They need new homes. Oh, seagulls in the air. I've got some office stuff to do. I need to show the new people what's going on in the office, and at some stage I have got to get some food. I've got nothing in my fridge. I think I've got a bit of mouldy cheese, but let's crack on with this while the weather's alright. There's actually blue sky above. Look at that. It never rains here at the nurseries. Right, so that's more geese going over, and I mentioned the dog bin before. So the dog bin is now decommissioned. And we're all battening down for winter, and we've got this storm coming in on Thursday, but all being well, we're going to miss it. Important stuff that I had stored in one of the sheds, the big sheds up at the campsite. So I've just got a last journey over now. And this awning here, this big super awning, I am going to store not in my shed but somewhere else. And all being well, everything will fit into the new shed. That's a lot smaller than my old shed. Right, so that's my bits and bobs in there for the winter. Loads of room, a couple of chairs. As I say, there is loads of space actually underneath the bed, so virtually all of this will actually fit underneath the bed if we were touring. So the minute under the bed at the moment, it's got a lot of personal things that I need, which are going to go back home. So that's the porch awning, poles are on the floor, and again, stop the condensation. Anything that's got any fabricy or cardboard, keeping well clear from the sides of the shed. And we've got this raised off the floor, so if there is any water, we're literally like that. And there is a couple of holes drilled. That's going at the back. And I say, just temporarily, it's just been secured with a carabiner. Obviously, when I go home, I'll put a lock on it. I've inherited some bits of wood, which I'll just put the back of here till next year and sort out. And so I do need to raise the jockey wheel up a little bit. So I need to lift the corner steadies up, raise the jockey up a little bit, and I need to have a look at the gate post. And we've also got to move a boathead's caravan today as well, all being well, and food. I need food. Right, so just putting these extra bits of wood here. Just going to take the gate out a bit. These are going to be super long. Again, next year I'll cut them down, make sure this works. But I need to lay down a couple of flags on this grass here where it's getting a bit muddy underfoot, and then rehinge the gate, and then re-drill a hole then for the catch. And I'm going to take my sweatshirt off. It is scorchio, and so I've also got to think about moving the boathead's van as well. So I'm just going to go and see my helpers and get an ETA on that. So I'm going to leave Russia in the caravan for now.
Stop at my parcel, that's all.
Aww.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
A Twitter.
Are you serious?
Yeah, a Twitter.
That's a 1,000-year-old joke.
Go on, say it. Go on.
A Twitter who?
Oh, I didn't know you were an owl. Oh, no, knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo-hoo!
Oh, don't cry over it. Right, carrying on. So, just got some of the people arriving behind me. You can see the caravan there. They're coming on for a winter seasonal pitch, and I didn't realise, but they're YouTube subs or viewers. So we've put on a couple of big paving stones from my old pitch. I'm going to put another one on here, so we're going to walk properly onto here. They need a bit of stone to level them off. I've taken down this big extension because I modified this one, which is going to need cutting at some stage, which I'm doing spring, and then we remodified that now, so that's nice and easy. And then the gate opens and closes. Super simple, nice and simple idea. Right, I'm just going to just make that, sorry, another drill. I'm just going to make the hole a little bit bigger, so in case the wood contracts a little bit. Right, and we've also again, well, everything's going on and on and on, and we have put Boathead's van a little bit forward. So as I say, if they wanted to, they can pull this astroturf this way a little bit. That needs flipping over and cleaning, and they've now got access to the back into the storage boxes, so you can put the furniture and stuff into there. If you do want the caravan pulling back a bit, we can do that. We just need to get a bit of a longer grey waist on the back of the van here. So that's all done, and the van's all level. So storage box into place. And I need to now round up all the tools that we've been using today. I can open the caravan door and let Rasha back out. Rasha's very confused. She's really confused. Shuts us down on the shed's all done. A lot later in the afternoon than I was hoping, but I need to go and get a little bit of food. My fridge is very, very empty. Hey Rasha, you're very, very, very confused, aren't you? You're very, very, very confused. How are you? What's going on, Rasha? All these new people and new voices and everything. How are you? Right, no need to bark. Right, I'm going to have a bottle of water and I need to go and get some food. I'm at my favourite place. Can anybody guess where I am? I am at Lidl in Skeggy. And this is probably, almost certainly, going to be my last and final shop here. Although Sandra may need something, I'm not too sure what we're going to eat when Sandra's up. So I've now got 4 meals, or 4 nights I should say, where I'm having a meal for one, and then thereafter, the next few months, it should be meals for 2 or more. So I've just done my final shop. I've got those bits and some beers to see me over through to the weekend. And weird, it's Halloween. It just doesn't feel like Halloween. Hope you enjoyed the Halloween clip we put up on Halloween, because this will be a couple of days later. In fact, it's going to be November when you're watching this. Another damp start to the day. So it's quiet. Son's going to walk around the campsite and plod on with things. Right, but what I am going to do before I forget, Sandra's sent over a little clip of herself back at home in Manchester. Well, the dark nights are with us, so she's lit the log burner and things like that. So let's hand over to Sandra back at home, who will be here in Lincolnshire in just a couple of days' time.
Good evening. Just a very quick update from Manchester. So life goes on. Dark nights are here, dark mornings are here. It's been raining quite a lot. It's getting colder. So I finally kind of caved in senses that I just want a nice cheery fire to cheer myself up. So I've lit the fire. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing this scarf, so it's been a long time in the completion, but I've finally finished it. So this is the one, for those who've been watching for a long time, you may remember I started this on one of my crafting weeks over 2 years ago now, and I was inspired by a knitter called Robin, and he was explaining how to repurpose wool and repurpose clothes and reinvent things and have a bit of fun and imagination. So I was quite taken with this, because I really don't like following knitting patterns at all. And so we came up with this. So this was some weaving wool ends originally from the I've not got the bag somewhere, but anyway, there's all like tiny little fragments from weaving ends from the Welsh Wool Museum, and I've repurposed them so they're weaving in different colours and combinations so you get this kind of effect. And then to finish it off, I've taken an old silk kimono that I picked up online quite cheap, and I've cut it up and I've used that to make the lining. There's been lots of tied ends, the insides, the back surface was quite ragged and untidy. And now I've got a nice warm winter scarf, and definitely not before time. So that's what I've been up to, in and out, apart from working and the usual stuff. And still doing the bell ringing, but not quite so much this week. So, I was poorly a couple of weeks ago, and I still wasn't quite right. Still wasn't right even this weekend, so I've been taking it a bit easy, but it's starting to feel a bit better now. And looking forward to my break. I'm really looking forward to my break, and quite a lot going on behind the scenes with this and that. But for now, I will leave it at that, and wish you all a good evening. Thanks for watching still, and congratulations to Neil for your 6,000 plus subscribers. That's really quite remarkable, quite an achievement. So for those that have been asking, my mum is doing okay, not too bad at all, and I'm sure she'll feature in the not too distant future in some way. And yeah, hope you're all doing okay, and see you soon. Bye for now.
So I think you've been in here a couple of times with me, but basically we've got 2 double garages on the site, which is primarily, this is mainly cleaning materials over summer, loo rolls and stuff for the hot tub. These are logs for the cottage, kindling for the cottage, fire lighters, and say cleaning material. And obviously over winter the mice get in here basically, so we're just it's been given a bit of a tidy up, and a lot of stuff being put away into different locations. And down this side of the garage where I am now, so I've already started. These are boxes, believe it or believe it not, empty boxes. Look, there's an empty Canon M3 box. And the reason why I've got empty boxes, the Canon 75-300mm lens box, is Sandra's bought these from home. So if ever I come to sell that camera or that lens, if you sell them in a box, the value goes up. So I hate throwing away boxes. But primarily the reason why I'm in this corner of the garage at the minute is obviously when I go home, if we're going to end up selling our house and doing a house move, I can pack a certain amount of stuff back at home, and I've been given permission that I can store things in here. So anything that's not going to get frost damage, rain damage, moist damage, mouse damage, things that aren't too valuable, I can bring over. So I may end up with a Luton van from Manchester to Mumby. Or if you know anybody in Mumby that wants to come to Manchester, if you know anybody with a big Luton van, yeah. So obviously one of my big jobs when I get home is sorting out the house. More on that when Sandra's right. I am going to wet and forget. Ideally you need to apply this on a cloudy day when there's no rain due for 3 or 4 hours. Once it's rained after a period, you're okay, but make sure you've got no rain on the forecast. So fingers crossed this afternoon. It's cloudy, it's very breezy, and we're using the actual proper branded wet and forget, and it's one part of this. Whoa, where am I now? I can't remember what it is now. Yeah, one part of this to 5 parts of water. So I'm putting I'm going to do about a 3 litre mix in a spray tank here, and it's probably just about 600 ml or something like that of this. And then basically I'm going to get the ladders, spray the top of the caravan, all the sides, basically anywhere where you get algae potentially growing over winter. And then the bit that we've got left we'll respray in the spring, or even possibly over winter when I come back in. I normally give the van 2 treatments, and this does tend to last quite a while. And it's not just for caravans, and it's safe on caravans as well. God, a minute. You get these caravan forums, don't use wet and forget. It is perfectly safe. But you can use this on garden furniture, paving stones, your greenhouse. If your greenhouse gets algae over winter, anything that gets algae, this stuff is the nuts. Right, so that's all in the container. It's, again, we need to pressurise it up. But I'll do that over on the pitch because I need to get some step ladders and go and get that. Rasha, you've been in my pillows again. Look, what I made the bed this morning, but you've been nesting again, haven't you? What have you been doing? What have you been doing? Right, what's been happening? Do you like your new pitch? Have you been on guard? Have you been good? Right, so we get a treat for you. Have you been a good girl? Have you been a good girl? Do you want one of them? There you go. Literally, right where my pillows are, she's dug the pillows out and made herself a nest right inside them. Crazy dog. Oh, this keeps happening as well, look. So I've got several ladybirds that have made their ways into the caravan. And what these will do is they'll tuck themselves and hide themselves in little tiny crevices. Same as spiders, and hibernate over winter. So this little fella here, he's looking for somewhere to hide. And one of the things that you'll often find is if you've had an awning up for a while, and when you get your awning out in spring, you'll find ladybirds in the awning. So we'll let nature do what nature wants. So if you remember, a while back, not that well, it was a wee while back, I cleaned my caravan with a special formula called washing up liquid, and I got rid of all the algae and everything. I have got some debris on here, some leaves and stuff, but basically what I'm now doing is I'm spraying the top of the van first. I've done that side, the other side, making my way down around the skylights all over the roof. Then I'll do my my A-frame end of the caravan, and then the sides of the caravan. And as I say, this will help stop the algae build up that caravans get over winter. Right, it's very windy. I'm spraying the other side of the van. I was getting a bit of a spray back. There's nothing worse than spray back. Lovely day. Sprayed. Still got a litre or so mixed up, ready for the next coating. Say maybe over winter or spring, whenever. But yeah, so that's treated, and that's wet and forget. So I wetted it, and I mustn't forget. So I'm not too sure when you're going to see this video, but I put a new rear view mirror in my car with a reversing camera and dash cam and all the rest of it. And to cut a long story short, we were moving things about, and I had the camera just above the tow bar. Oh, I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, here we are. And to cut a long story short, it had a whoopsie. So I've just had the guy, so the local guy, he's a brilliant little mechanic who's just come on, and we've fitted. I've got a new camera fitted, which I need to get the ignition on and line it up and configure it with this super duper new mirror that I've got, which I am really impressed with. Winter warmer, bit of stodge to warm the belly up. Rasha, what are you doing? What are you doing? You being good? I've got a burger. You can have a bit in a minute. Good girl. It looks like there was a bit of a Halloween party going on in the holiday cottage last night. Sorry, I'm putting bins out, council bins, blue bin, recycling bin I should say. Yeah, recycling bin. Sun's out. Very, very bright and sunny at long last. I'm giving Rasha her afternoon walk, so just down over here. It feels yeah, literally on the last couple of days, and going into next week, so Sandra's up, so fingers crossed I won't be getting disturbed, no dramas. And you're still yet to meet the new Winter Wardens. We will do a vlog with them very, 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 very soon. Right, for now I think I'm going to wind this one here. Look forward to seeing you guys, you people, you viewers, you watchers, you subscribers, you lovely people very soon, so stay tuned in. Look after yourselves.